Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Well, today is going to be part 2 of my eyeshadow palette collection. So this is part 2 of 3, I'm hoping. I hope it's not 4. But what I did is this is going to be considered my drugstore pricing, but this is all of my Morphe palettes that I have. They're kind of a category unto their own because until recently you've only been able to buy them at morphebrushes.com, but now you can also pick them up at Ulta. So I'm going to get started on all of these. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button along with the bell notification so you will be notified when I upload new videos. And if you want to see the rest of my collection, just keep watching. Alright guys, I'm going to get started here showing you all of the palettes that I have from the Morphe collection. And the first one I'm going to start off with is from Jaclyn Hill. It's their new Vault collection. Now this consists of 4 palettes that you can also buy individually for $15 each. So that's a great price. That's what I love about Morphe. It is high quality palettes and shades at drugstore pricing. So again, since you can buy these individually, I want to go through them all individually. And we will start with this first one. It's called Ring the Alarm. Her packaging is just beautiful on these two. And you get a mirror inside each one of them. So these are the shades that you get in Ring the Alarm. And this has probably been my most go-to palette that I've been picking up out of all of them. The next one is called Dark Magic. And yes, my fingernails have got stuck on these a couple of times. You know, I just seem to always be doing that. And this is the only palette that really has a good all over the lid color. So that is the one downfall I don't like about these palettes is it seems like I'm having to grab another one out to get the look I want. So I always have to grab this one to start my look. And if you want to get into any of the dark colors like Temperance, this is another one you'd want to grab. But she's done such a beautiful job of selecting colors that complement each other in each of the palettes too. So that's awesome. This one's called Armed and Gorgeous. And this is a crazy bright highlight color if you need that. She also has such a really good blend of both mattes and shimmer shades in the palettes. And then this is another one that I have been digging into a lot called Bling Boss. So that one's just beautiful. I haven't looked to see if these are back in stock or not. You can pick them up at either Ulta or again morphebrushes.com. Now the next one I have is called the Little Palette. This one is discontinued, so unless you can find somebody selling it online somewhere, you're not going to be able to find a brand new palette. And that is what this one looks like. This one is a great palette to travel with because you've got all those shades to be able to get one eye look just out of this, so it's a great little one for that. And then we're going to move into some of their regular palettes. What Morphe does on their packaging is they're very simple. You get just the plain black packaging, nothing exciting about it. The name of the palette is always going to be on a little sticker here in the corner on the back. And that's another thing I don't like about the packaging is I'm always having to grab the back because, for example, you can see I have 3 of them that are pretty much the same size. And then I have 2 of them that are the same size. And then I have a huge stack over here. So you just never know what you're going to be getting until you look on the back. So this is the 12NB. No mirror inside. And that is the shades that you get here. And then we'll move on to 12S. So these are all shimmers. Then I have this one, which is the 9C. And this one surprised me because we do actually have a mirror inside. And these are the shades inside 9C. All right, now I'm going to move on to a couple of my bigger packages. The other thing you can tell by the number on these is how many shades you get inside the palette. So for example, the ones that were like the 9s, there's 9 shadows inside this palette. This one has 15, so this is the 15B. And again, we do get a mirror inside this palette. And by the way, that 9B, that's discontinued as well. So that's another one you're not going to be able to get. And then to complement that, we have the 15H. And again, we have a nice mirror inside that one. Yeah, these are the shades in 19H. Sorry, 15H. All right, now this particular palette, actually these two that I have, they did switch it up a little bit, and I went with a clear cover on the palettes instead of that just matte black all over. So this is the 25A. So again, you get 25 shades in this one. These are great shades for fall. So that has everything you need again to get a nice, beautiful fall look. And then we also have the 25B, which looks kind of similar, but it really does have a different mix. Let me hold these up side by side so you can kind of see a comparison of the two. So here we have A and here we have B. Now what's nice is you can easily remove these from the pans here and put them inside a Z palette as well. That'll allow you to kind of customize palettes for certain eye looks that you want if you didn't want to have like such amount of palettes around. I do have several Z palettes that I have filled with individual colors, and I have one that's dedicated to individual colors just from Morphe. So that one is what we're going to get into next. So I don't have this one filled up, but you can buy this individual empty pan here from Morphe. So these are some of the individual shades that I have purchased from them. And as you can see, I've got room for more. So again, this is one that's just totally customized. They have also a lot of different types of individual shadows that are just beautiful, absolutely stunning. Now this is another one I really love for the fall. This is the 35F, so now we're moving into 35 shades in each palette, and this is their Fall into Frost palette, as they call it. So all these ones that, all but one of the ones I'm about to show you are still available. I'll let you know if it's not anymore. But this one is just beautiful. It's mostly shimmers with just enough mattes to be able to get like your crease color and your all over the lid color, so perfect for that. This one is the 35R palette. So again, we have 35 shades. Again, beautiful, beautiful palette for fall, which as you can tell, that's pretty much what I tend to go with. Don't think that just because I'm showing you all these ones and they're mostly like fall colors and browns and golds, that's my thing. They have tons of other shades out there, tons of other palettes. So go check them out and you will definitely find something that's going to work for you. Now, I never picked up their original 350 palette. Just never got on that bandwagon. But what I got, and this one I attempted to like draw on the front M's for matte, but this is the 350M palette. So this one has all of the matte shades in there. And then to complement that, they have the 350S, so all the shimmers. Aren't those just beautiful? And I should be swatching a few of these for you so you can see what they look like. I'll do that at the end. That way we can get through all these, and I'll leave a timestamp down here letting you know where the swatches are coming in. I'm not going to do all the palettes. I'll just do a couple of them so you guys can see what they look like. And then this is the second version of the 350 palette. So this is the 350-2. And again, there's all of my beautiful tans and oranges, browns and golds, all the ones that just make my blue eyes pop. So that's why I love these shades. And the very last one I have is the Jaclyn Hill palette that she did. Let's see if we can get this to show up without the lights glaring on it. But this was her collection that she did. Now the reason that she did the bulk collection is that this took 2 years for them to come up with the colors that she wanted. And she said that they had left so many different shades on the cutting room floor, as they call it, that they didn't end up using in here. But she absolutely loved them. So those are the colors that they picked and put into the bulk collection. But this one is just so beautiful. It's just gorgeous. All right, guys, that brings us to the end of my Morphe collection of palettes that I have. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when my videos come out, which will be part 3. That's going to have all of my drugstore palettes in there. So if you want to continue on and watch some swatches on some of these palettes, I will be having those come up next. Otherwise, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that, please feel free to leave those down below. And if you're enjoying seeing what my palette collection looks like, give this a thumbs up. I will tell you that I should have been going through and taking some of these out and just deciding what I want to get rid of. But in order to do that, I really need to open them all up and get a good look at them all and see which ones I'm willing to give up. So that was just something that I couldn't decide while I'm filming this. So I will leave a comment down below letting you know which palettes I decided to go ahead and donate. So thanks so much for watching, you guys. As always, I love you, and bye-bye. All right, I'm going to start off here doing some swatches. So we're going to start off with the Jaclyn Hill The Ball palette. The first one we're going to dig into is Ring the Alarm. So just as a refresher, that is what this looks like. I am not going to swatch every single color in this palette, so I am going to do 4 out of each one. And that just gives you one swipe of all of the colors in that. So if you are into the pops of oranges and golds and a little bit of the pink shades, this is one you're absolutely going to love. They blend out like a dream. All right, the next one we're going to look at is Dark Magic. Again, I'm just going to do a quick swatch of some of these shades. Let's get that blue one in there. So this top one is the one that would be your all over the lid color. And then those are some of the other shades. Now, a few of these you will need to go ahead and get your brush dampened or go in with your finger to apply them. But for the most part, these can just be used straight out of the pan. All right, the next one is the Armed and Gorgeous. So again, that one has that nice pop of white, which is like an icicle white. So let's go into... I'm going so quick with these guys. Again, I'm trying to keep the video nice and short for you. And the last one we'll be looking at is Bling Boss. So if you love pops of colors, this is the palette you're going to want to get. Let's pick up Jim because that is just stunning. So there you go. That is Bling Boss. So you've got some color in that one for sure. All right, I may as well just go ahead and stay on the Jaclyn Hill palette. So this is her original one that she did with them. Let's see what we can swatch out of this. Okay. What I love about this palette is she did put the generic colors in there, just beautiful ones, and then she also put those beautiful pops of colors. So you can go and get so many different looks out of this palette. It's just amazing. The quality is so good. So this is one I do highly suggest that you get. All right, I'm going to swatch these two kind of side by side. So the first one is the 35S, and I'm sorry, the 35OS and the 350M. So I'm going to do one set on each hand. And that way you'll get a little side-by-side comparison of what some of these look like, what you can get done on your eyes. I need to keep these out right in front of me, so I will use them for this fall. To do that, I get new eyeshadow palettes, and then I want to start playing with them, and I forget about the ones that I already have that I love. What should we do? What should we do? Let's do that one. So these are the mattes and these are the shimmers. And they just all go together so beautifully. They're like they're married and they're happy, and they've raised some other little baby Morphe palettes after that too. Okay, that's kind of corny, right? All right, this one I have to do because it's one of my very favorites. This is the 35F, so the Fall into Frost palette. And if you love the burgundies and the cranberry shades, this is one you are just going to absolutely love. It's a little deceiving when you first look at it because some of the shades look so similar to each other, but when you get them on, they're not. Oops, there's that one up. So those are the shades that you get in there. Oh, I just love this one. And again, it's primarily shimmers. This one, this entire row here is mattes, and that one is a matte right there. And that's it. Everything else is shimmers in this one. So you do get some good colors, again, to do your lid, go into your crease, do your transition shade, and then just go hog wild with all these colors. All right, just real quick, for those of you that want maybe a little bit of a smaller palette, I'm going to go ahead and swatch the 25A and the 25B for you. So 25A is a little bit lighter shades in it. And you get just a handful of shimmers in this one. All right, so here is 25A and 25B. So the 25B goes cool, whereas this one goes warm. So that'll kind of give you an idea of which way you want to go with these palettes. All right, guys, that concludes me swatching the different shades. My poor hands are beat up from swatching and wiping everything off of them. So thanks so much for watching again, you guys. Love you. Bye-bye.